You're watching Owning a Piece of America. I'm Faith Bautista. Remember the lyrics to this song, An Invisible Man Sleeping in Your Bed? Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. If he comes to your door, unless you want some more, I think you better call Ghostbusters. Well, if you can't go to bed because you can't get the IRS out of your head, who are you gonna call? I think you better call my guest today. He has spent 50 years working as certified public accountant and a tax consultant defending taxpayers being audited by the IRS. He has now written his first book entitled How to Avoid IRS Audit. Who are you going to call? Victor Sai. Thank you, Victor, for coming to our show today.
Thank you for having me, Kate.
So, Victor, you said the most exciting work that you do is IRS, and you know that's the biggest nightmare of all the taxpayers. Tell me about that.
Well, it's very exciting to me because I like the confrontation, the fight, the settlement, the handshake at the end, and a big win for the client. I save them taxes and they are happy about it.
When you say big win in what sense? They did not have to pay, you settle them lower, I mean, what's the win for you?
A win means that they don't have to pay as much. There are issues that we were able to keep from coming out or avoid jail time. To me, those are big wins.
So, Victor, for the viewers, what are the types of income, or is it because of the income? What are the things why they get audited?
Income is just one of the factors that make up a score. When you file a return, it's scored. If you are, let's say, a doctor, that's a high score. If you earn 100,000, 500,000, a million, that's another one. If you file Schedule C for sole proprietorships, that's another one. If you miss to report your interest income, dividend income, that's another score. The higher the score, the chances of you getting audited also goes up.
So most taxpayers would not know the scoring. Should they hire a CPA? Because right now they can just go to any VITA program, especially for those low income. They can go to any agencies. What do you advise? Should they go to a good CPA?
Most people don't know about these scores. Even I don't know. Even IRS agents don't know. It's a very well-guarded secret about these scores. And most taxpayers, they don't have to go to a CPA. They can do it themselves. But if things get complicated, there are issues like foreclosures, business, rental income, and other major issues, then they may need to go to an enrolled agent, a CPA, or a tax lawyer.
So if you're going to give me advice, Victor, how can I avoid not to be audited? I mean, the top 5 things that I should avoid.
I have a list of things to do and things not to do. Like, oh gosh, it's
so
probably 100 items.
Top 3. Give me the top 3.
The top 3 would be careful about missing to report a W-2, a 1099-R, or a 1099 dividend. That's one. A second one would be avoid submitting a return that doesn't make sense. Like you're a waiter and you don't show tax tips. Okay? Or you show losses every year on your business. Loss, and you drive an expensive car. And you live in an expensive neighborhood. There must be something that you haven't reported to the IRS, things like that.
And so if they get audited, I mean, what happens? What are the penalties?
Well, first of all, you receive a letter that starts with, your return has been selected for examination.
Oh boy.
That's an audit. They call it examination. They give you 10 days, 10 to 15 days. And if you don't respond, they'll send you another letter. If you don't respond, they'll send you what is called a 30-day letter. And if you fail, it goes to tax court. And that's a big no-no. It shouldn't go there. So what you do is you hire somebody and have them review the issues. If it's simple, you can just go yourself. They may say, well, you took too much deduction. Well, because I did give to the church.
Right.
I'm an Adventist, I'm a member of this church, and I give more than the others, okay? So if it's like that, you can just do it yourself. But if there are issues, major issues, then it's best to go to an enrolled agent or a CPA.
Well, this is really exciting topic. We'll be right back after the commercial.
Which planet are we living on? Earth is right here.
What do you think it would be like to teach?
They're all a part of our...
Chances are, you have no
We're
idea.
gonna turn on the lights and everybody look up.
Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Why are homeowners talking about counselors from
NAAC.
Well, because through NAAC and with the help of Faith Bautista, I'm now able to have a piece of America.
As a housing counselor, I will help you budget and get a clear picture of your finances.
I will help you understand your credit report and help you improve your score.
I will help you through your hardship and work with your lender to get a loan modification.
For free housing counseling, call 1-800-920-6248.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
Welcome back to Owning a Piece of America. We're here again with the Ghostbuster on IRS, Victor Sai.
Thank you.
So for a lot of the viewers also are entrepreneurs. I mean, they file Schedule C. And you're right, they don't show profit. And they say, oh, this is tax deduction. So you said that they cannot have losses. But what if they really have losses?
No, I didn't say that you can have losses. Because one of the things that I teach my clients that if you go into business, there are options, there are choices. A sole proprietor, partnership, LLC, C Corp, S Corp. For those who don't know, Schedule C is not a good entity because it gets audited a lot. It's even worse to be in a partnership because if you have three partners, A is audited, B and C are affected. B declares for bankruptcy, A and C are also affected. So it's a choice between LLC if you own a building, if you own real estate, or a corporation if you own your own business. So before you go into business, you need to be advised on which entity is best for you.
So it's really, I mean, before you start any business, talk to an attorney, talk to your CPA, and do it right from the start rather than wait when you get in trouble.
Yes, because the typical client is that they don't come to see you until they are in trouble.
Yeah, so Vicky, you talk about this, how to avoid IRS audit. What exactly is in your book and why did you write it? Impress us and tell us about, very high rate of the audit.
Yeah. Roger Oriel, the publisher of Asian Journal, is the culprit here. He's the visionary. He said, Vic, you've been doing this for 5 decades and you've won almost all of your audits. Why don't you write a book? And I said, oh, that's right, because I do have a lot of exploits that I can show you. So I did. It started with 90 pages. It ended up as 200 pages. Because I kept on adding.
Yeah, so on this book, I was reading this book actually, and you have all this list of these banks. I said, what's that got to do with it? What are the banks got to do with your book?
Yeah, I have a list of banks here that submit data to the IRS. In other words, if you own a bank, let's say in Russia, in China, in Europe, in the Philippines, I have a list of banks whereby they submit your social, your full name, your address, and the amounts that you have. So the best thing to do is that if you have 10,000 or more at any time during the year, it's better to report it.
Right.
There's no harm, there's no foul, there's nothing to pay anyway. So
what
why
you do
hide
is
it?
you declare by telling the bank that this deposit was given to me as a gift, and then the bank will report that to IRS that it's a gift?
No, you don't really go there. the bank automatically reports all of these accounts to the IRS via
regardless
computers.
what
Yeah.
the reason is.
Regardless
so
of the reason.
when you file your tax return, you have to say this is your deposit and explain what that deposit is.
There is a form called FBAR, FinCEN FBAR, and you fill it out and you just say how much money you had at any time during the year. And there are two reports. One you attach to your income tax when you file, and there's another report that you file independently on June 30 of each year.
So Victor, I mean, this is really, like in my part, it's the ignorance. I mean, I don't even know that I had to do that. You know, sometimes there's a gift or something just like, okay, I'm gonna give you the money so you can loan it to somebody else. You're doing it from the goodness of your heart, and then I didn't know I'm gonna get in trouble for that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm very thankful that you invited me here so that we can educate our listeners.
So it's really about education, no? Ignorance.
Yeah,
So is there like for the viewers, how, you know, when they file their income tax, so they have to get this book, right?
Well, I wish you do.
where will they get your book?
You can get it at Amazon Kindle or Crate Space or Broman's Bookstore in Pasadena.
But you said you're also going to have a book signing?
Yeah, I'll have a book launch on August 5.
Okay.
7 p.m. Oh, thank you.
Sure.
At Broman's Theater, Broman's Bookstore. And I will have another book signing with the Philippine Institute of CPAs sometime in June.
So, Victor, you say the excitement is winning IRS. How do you win?
You know, after 50 years, you kind of learn what to do and what not to do. And I win by injecting humor. Huh?
You started at 15 years old?
No, I started maybe mid-20s, so yeah. So I forgot what I was saying. I'm getting old.
No, I mean, what's, you know, the success of winning?
Oh, you know, credibility is the most important thing in doing audits. Tax law, your knowledge of the tax code is very important. Humor is very important. Psychology is very important. When to schedule the audit? Should you have it early in the morning when they are fresh, when the agent is fresh, or late in the afternoon when the agent is tired, or maybe Friday before a 3-day weekend? When I have cases in October or November, I move them and I continue them to December during the holidays. There's a lot of things that you do to win audits.
Good. And then give me a few advice also for tax payers that are not filing income tax just because they think, oh, I'm making less than 10,000, 15,000.
Oh,
in a nutshell,
that's a very good question. Thank you for asking that. There is what is called a statute of limitations. If you file today, they have 3 years to get you. The state of California has 4 years to get you. After 3 years, they can't come back to you anymore. But if you don't file, there is no statute, they can get you anytime.
What does that mean? That they can
It means that they can audit you 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from today. It never expires because a statute starts when you file. If you don't, it never starts.
But I think IRS also, they're kind-hearted people, aren't they?
Most of them are.
Oh, there you go.
But you know, that's a very good question too, because when taxpayers go in, they show themselves as kind-hearted. That's their way to get you talking.
Oh, okay.
They want you to relax and put your gloves down, your guard down.
And by the way, just to make sure also that, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of fraud out there. I know IRS will not call you directly. As HUD-approved counseling agencies, taxpayers call us that they get a call from IRS, and they're so scared. By the way, there's a lot of fraud happening in IRS and in paying taxes. So always call IRS to make sure that were they the one that called you. We'll be right back, and thank you again, Victor, for being here.
All right.
Owning a Piece of America presents Lifestyle with Asian Journal.
My name is RJ Oriel. I was born in Los Angeles, educated in San Francisco, and worked in New York. Traveling is my job, and writing is my passion. I'm moving to the Philippines to work as the editor-in-chief of Balikbayan magazine. It's a magazine dedicated to exploring the beauty, culture, and modernization of the Philippines. To connect Balikbayans to the Philippines is a task I must complete, a challenge I must accept, a new world I must discover. They say Puerto Galera is blessed with exquisite marine biodiversity. I say I want to see it for myself. So Roland and I boarded a boat that will take us to the snorkeling area. It took us 30 minutes to finally get to know the lovely creatures hiding under the sea.
Back at Infinity now. What did you think? Your first time snorkeling. What did you think? Did you like it? Yeah. Pretty peaceful. There's a lot of fish. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I enjoyed it.
It was great.
How about you, sir?
I found it really relaxing. And it was nice with the rain and everything too. It was so calming. And the
a lot of water I can drink.
You drank a lot of water?
Yes.
Yeah, your eyes are a little red too.
And my stomach, my stomach is scrambled.
We're gonna have lunch right now. But
yes.
The corals are beautiful too. Yes. Yeah, Puerto Galera, man. Yeah. Definitely gotta come back sometime.
Yes.
Okay. That was great. All right, let's have lunch.
Yes, sir.
It's time to go extreme at Extreme Sports Philippines, Puerto Galera. Extreme Sports offers a variety of extreme activities for those with more adventurous spirit. Here you can try the go-kart racing, ATV, and mud cart. If you're looking for a next level kind of adventure and a venue to release the angst within you, go try the paintball with your friends, or much better, your enemies.
The most important thing by paintball is the mask. We never, with a capital N and a capital O, will remove our mask. Okay? So long we don't remove our mask, nothing will happen.
Okay.
Okay? How the game works, it's easy. So we got two teams. One team gonna start over there in the hut with the blue flag.
Yeah.
The other team goes on the other side in the hut with the black flag. You try to take each other's flag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So when you be shot 3 times, you're out of the game.
Yeah.
So when you be shot or you want to retire for the game for whatever reason, you just put your gun in the air and you walk out. Put your gun on safety, I'll explain you this later. And put your gun in the air and you walk out. One time you cross the gate, the barrel is to the ground. So in the safety area, barrel keep to the ground. You leave the gun here, barrel pointed forward. Okay?
Okay.
Go. We are not going to shoot each other on the back of the head. We're not going to shoot each other at the legs because those areas are not protected. We're not going to shoot each other closer than 5 meters. That's the distance between 2 doors.
Okay.
Okay? Any questions?
I think this. Anything?
No.
You got that?
Yeah.
You need some. You translation?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
See that little spot right here?
Yes.
I'm aiming for this, right in the skid.
Here. What's the tag up of it? Like that.
It's gonna be all bloody right here. Hard shots.
And the other one. Here, sir.
All right, let's get you fun.
Good
cool.
luck, sir.
Good luck.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Why are homeowners talking about counselors from
NAAC? Well, because through NAAC and with the help of Faith Bautista, I'm now able to have a piece of America.
As a housing counselor, I will help you budget and get a clear picture of your finances.
I will help you understand your credit report and help you improve your score.
I will help you through your hardship and work with your lender to get a loan modification.
For free housing counseling, call 1-800-920-6248.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year, 1 in 195 million. The odds of the child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 68. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
So I'm here with Herman. Herman is originally from Belgium, and he's the owner of Extreme Sports. Extreme Sport. We're here in Puerto Galera, and we're going to talk about his place here. He's got, what do you have?
We got go-karts, we got ATVs, we got mud cars, we got paintball, we got zorbal, we got sticky wall,
sticky wall.
We got rodeo bull, and soon we get the first crossbow range, shooting range, we call Zombieland, who will be open in 2 weeks from now.
Ooh, it's a zombie thing. It's like a zombie outbreak.
Oh man, they should hide.
So you have this one, and then which came first, this one or the one in Laguna?
This one we opened 4 years ago, and then we decided, because many of our guests and companies asking, a place who was closer to Manila so they don't have to take the boat because sometimes they don't have time for it. And so we decided to make another one in Pansol. It's like the hot spring swimming pool area of the Philippines.
Yeah. So this is really popular with the locals, but I'm sure a lot of like tourists that come to Puerto Galera come here too?
Yep, most of our tourists are like 90% are local people.
Yeah.
Also local people are immigrated to other countries who are coming here on holidays.
That's cool, yeah. So we were discussing earlier that you've lived here for more than 10 years.
Yep. Wow. I arrived here 11 years ago.
And then you would, you were working in Belgium, and then you had like vacation, and then you just came here?
Yeah, so every 3 months I get 1 month paid holiday.
Yeah.
So and I come to here for diving, because diving was my favorite sport.
Oh, so it's diving that attracted you to the country.
And then come here, you know.
So you still dive?
No, it's 5 years ago.
Oh, that's 5 years ago. There's some great, we went, was it snorkeling earlier and checked out some corals. Well, I haven't gone scuba diving yet, but there's some nice dive points here.
It's one of the top 10 places in the world,
I know. I gotta try.
There are so many places where you can go diving, but for whatever reason, everybody always come back to Puerto Galera.
Let's take the adventure a bit higher at Ponderosa Golf Course and Zipline. We're here at Ponderosa, which is high atop the mountains. Right behind me is an amazing zip line. It's super windy up here and it's a little cold, which kind of adds to a little excitement, and it's kind of a nerve-wracking feeling, especially because the zip line is 600 meters long. And so what you do to get over there is you take an ATV down below, and then it's like a 15
15-minute ride to the ATV. You can barely see the zip line itself because it gets lost in the foliage. So it's like over there. We're gonna try to make it, but the sun's about to set, so it might be a little bit too dark. Here in Ponderosa, they have like a golf course and everything. It's like 8 holes, I think. But this is a spectacular place to check out, a completely beautiful panoramic view of the entire Puerto Galera. You can see distant islands, and coming up here for the sunset is immaculate because the clouds hit over and cross the mountains, and then the sun's about to dip and go for the day. You can see the water so calm and everything. It's a beautiful spot. You definitely have to check this place out if you come to Puerto Galera or Oriental Mindoro in general. It's just amazing. It's probably a nice place to take a family picnic or something and hang out. But they have some exotic stuff. I'm trying to push Roland to do the zip line, but he's a little hesitant. He's kind of hiding in the car right now. And they also have like this narrow bridge, which is pretty cool. You have to strap on just so you don't fall off, but it's pretty cool too. It's an amazing viewpoint. Yeah, awesome place here. Oh, it's beating fast, dude. I can hear that.
Ready ka na, Kuya Roland?
Yes, I'm ready! Bye-bye, see you guys!
Bye-bye!
Tinatulog ko, ako yung bumangga. It's a nice thing. Nagyaya. I like Superman talaga.
Ano experience mo, Kuya Roland?
Unang punta ako, kinakabahan ako, nilinervous ako. Pero nung nilagyan niya na ako ng bakal sa likod, exciting na, nilinervous ako. Lalo yung tinulog ako. Kanina sa kalagitnaan ako, ang sarap pala. Parang ako, Superman, pinututulog pa ako. Kaya yun lang, sarap, sarap. One more time. Yeah.
Puerto Galera is gifted with lots of natural magnificence. From the bountiful forest to its crystal blue waters, everything seems to complement each other perfectly. No wonder it's one of the top tourist destinations here in the Philippines.